Hello, my name is Amy. I am a student at OU in the Master of Social Work program. I'm working today at the health center. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good to hear. Um, Today I'm completing the intake appointments, and part of the intake process is completing universal screeners. I'd like to take a few minutes to explain that to you if that's okay.
Yeah.
I mentioned the screeners were universal, which just means everybody that comes to the health center and does the intake process goes through the screeners. It's not for certain individuals, it's every individual that comes here, okay?
Okay.
So today we'll be doing the patient health questionnaire. They also call it a PHQ-9. So we will today just kind of call it a PHQ-9. For purposes of today. So I will be asking you a series of questions. This tool helps us kind of just measure how you're doing with eating, sleeping, your energy level, those kinds of things.
Okay.
So are you ready to begin?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, so this questionnaire is particularly for the last 2 weeks, not like ever in your life, but just in the last 2 weeks. So let's just kind of focus on the last 2 weeks. Okay. So have you had little interest or pleasure in doing things? Would you say in the last 2 weeks that was not at all, several days, more than half the days, or nearly every day?
That I've had little interest?
Little interest or pleasure in doing things.
Not at all.
In the last 2 weeks, feeling down, depressed, or hopeless, would you say that those things you have felt that way not at all, several days, more than half the days, or nearly every day?
Not at all.
Okay. In the last 2 weeks, have you had trouble falling or staying asleep or sleeping too much?
No.
Would you rate that as not as all?
Not.
Okay. In the last 2 weeks, have you felt tired or have little energy? Would you rate that as not as all?
No more than usual, I would say.
Would you say several days, more than half the days, or nearly every day?
Several days.
Okay.
Does that mean I'm tired?
I think it just means in the last 2 weeks you have felt tired.
Yeah.
Okay. In the last 2 weeks, how have you been bothered with a poor appetite or overeating?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay. What about feeling bad about yourself, or that you are a failure, or have let yourself or your family down?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay, so that would be a 0. Trouble, the next one is trouble concentrating on things, such as reading the newspaper or watching television. Would that be not at all, several days, more than half the days, or nearly every day?
Not at all.
Okay. The next one is moving or speaking so slowly that other people could have noticed. Or the opposite, being so fidgety or restless that you have been moving around a lot more than usual.
Not at all.
Not at all. The last question here is, in the last 2 weeks, have you had any thoughts that you would be better off dead or of hurting yourself? Would you rate that as, I'm sorry?
Not at all.
Okay. Not at all. Okay. Well, it looks like we have answered all of the questions. On number 4, you mentioned that you are several days have felt tired.
Mm-hmm. After, do I need to give an explanation?
No, I would
Okay.
like to ask you another question,
Okay.
though. How difficult have these problems made it for you to do your work, take care of things at home, or get along with other people? Would you say not difficult at all, somewhat difficult, very difficult, or extremely difficult?
Not difficult at all, you know. Not difficult at all.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much for letting us get through this screener, and thank you so much for answering these questions.
Sure.
And that will conclude our intake appointment today.
Good job.